Good evening, everybody. It's Shane, and I'm back in the 737, but not for too long. This is going to be kind of a weird stream tonight. I'm flying two different aircraft on the same stream. So I got the 737 over here at Tucson, and we're going to bring it back to my crew base of LAX, which is about an hour flight. And then from there, we're going to immediately shift gears and go over to Shenzhen, China, and load up an MD-11 and start that flight heading back to Anchorage. I'm not going to stream that whole thing because that's like 9 hours, but we're going to do a couple different things here at the same time. So, first things first, let's get the 737 on the road. Parking brake, candle, released, battery power, ground power, cockpit lighting. Okay. The cockpit lighting will take a minute. We got a lot of knobs to adjust. Okay, cockpit lighting is good. Let's go test. Make sure everything comes on. Alright, test is good. Alright, Mach airspeed, warning test. I don't think the stall warning is going to work for a couple more minutes here. Nope. Come back to that. IRS, align. Window heat. Probe heat. Emergency lights. Seatbelt signs. Logo light. Position lights. Jip whiz.
Light slope. Pull up.
Fire
Wind
over
shear.
here.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain.
Cargo
Terrain.
fire.
Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up.
EFIS panel.
Airspeed low.
Position. Position. Minimum. Terrain. Plan. Take off warning system. Hey, hi Nanny Ray. Got a lot of flying to do tonight. We're doing MD-11 and the 737 stuff. About 2 hours of total stream time here, and then I gotta go to bed. FMC. Weight and balance. Okay, let's get weight and balance going here. Airside services. Let's load EFP. OFP. 120 passengers tonight. Let's activate. Position initialization. Okay. Tucson, 405, Gibbon J104, Wolverine, Eastwood, Hollywood 1. Okay. Let's go departure, 405, Gibbon transition. Okay. And then for the arrival, we got the Hollywood 1 arrival, Eastwood transition, and we'll be landing on 24 right at LAX. ILS 24 right. Let's pick the right transition for us. think Seaview would be perfect for us. Alright, LS24 right at Seaview. Okay, let's load that up. Nice, beautiful. And we'll pick up Seaview. Man, what's so loud back there? We're gonna load these passengers. It's loud out there. Alright, now let's go ahead and check our flight plan here. Alright, perfect. Flight plan is in, looks good. Activate. Performance initialization. Performance initialization there. Alright, so we have 128,000 pounds takeoff weight, flight level 360, cruise, block fuel 13,000 pounds, 120 passengers on board, 6,000 pounds cargo, Cosnix 5. 450 air miles to fly. Hey Samantha, we got a combination tonight. Oh, I enjoy. We're gonna be flying MD-11 on this stream as well once I get this to LAX. Should be about an hour flight to LAX, and then we'll hop into the MD-11 and take off out of Shenzhen, China. Okay. Final reserve 2.2. Okay. Let's do some performance calculations here. Take off performance. Disable. Flaps 1, DTO, select temperature 45. Gives me takeoff power setting of 92.5. Flaps 1. V speeds are within a knot of being on, so we'll take those. I got legs on the left. And we got takeoff on the right. Oh, almost. Nice. Okay, FMC is checked and set. Next checklist. Do this. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start the APU now. Save some time. Fuel quantity is checked. 13,000 pounds. Flight altitude is 36 plus 1. FMC is checked. Flight directors on. MCP airspeed will be 135. Oh, I need to get on VATSIM. Southwest 1540 B737. $6041. MCP airspeed, MCP heading. MCP heading is going to be heading 126 to Burrow. Heading 126. MCP altitude, flight level 360. Altimeters. Okay, weather at TUS, Tucson. Wind 190 at 3, fuel clouds 12,000, temperature 31, altimeter 3003. It's set. Auto brakes, RTO. Radios. Let me confirm. CTAF. CTAF K TUS. 118.3. Set. Nav set. TCAS set. Taxi takeoff departure brief. All right, crew. We're currently on the ground at Tucson, Arizona. At gate Alpha 6, we're going to push to the tail facing southeast, taxi to Alpha 7. Right on Alpha, left on Alpha 3. Actually, no, we'll do Alpha 4. And depart on runway 12. This thing's going to tell us it's 11 left. The scenery for the airport has not been updated, so if you hear 11 left, it's supposed to be 12. Just know that it's the correct runway. On the Burro 5 RNAV departure, so the instructions are climb on heading 126 to 3,200 feet to continue climb the Burro, cross Burro at or above 6,700 feet, and then on the assigned transition, which is going to be Gila Bend. We need to cross Rin at or above 8 and Rosker above 9, which should be no problem. But we don't turn until we cross Burro at or above 6,700. Cool. You are briefed. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the takeoff done, and I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not gonna stream 9 hours of flying across the Pacific Ocean. That's a little too much. All right. Before start, takeoff checklist.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
MFDs are good. APUs are started. Doors and windows are closed. Yaw damper is on. Electric hydraulic pumps. Fuel pumps. Parking brake. Set. APU gens. Set.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Beacon light. Engine bleeds. APU bleeds. Engine start, ignition left. ACARS. Loaded. Okay, push and start. Our discretion. Any aircraft here? No. I wouldn't expect there to be. Tucson's kind of a dead airport.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
About there will do.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alright, I'm ready to go. Let's get moving.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Alright, crew, starting engine number 2. Good rotation. Oil pressure's good, fuel on. Fuel flow EGT, oil pressure lights out. I can start on 2, starting 1. Rotation. Oh, pressure's good, fuel on. Fuel flow, EGT. Oil pressure lights out. Alright, you start on engine 1 at the start. Next checklist, flaps, take up, stab trim, 5.5.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Set.
And we're
129,
disconnecting the tow.
131,
Give me just a moment.
Take off thrust setting 91.5. Taxi light. Lower MFD. I'm checking the rudder now while I can.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Thank you. Tucson traffic, Southwest 1540 taxi runway 12 via Alpha 7 Alpha. And signal's good. Let's go. Brakes check. Ailerons, elevator, and I already got the rudder. Okay. It's my turn here. Takeoff checklist, lower MFD, LNAV, VNAV set, ICAS good. Radar on. Engine start. Alpha 4, this is us. Okay. Clear on the right, clear on the left, no traffic, TCAS clear. Actually, anything else I missed? I think we're good. Alright, TCAS is clear. I'll do static takeoff here. Remember, it's runway 12, but you might hear it say...
Approaching. 1 left.
1 left. It's actually 12.
On runway 1 left.
Okay, now. Alright, crew. We are ready to go. Clock started. Power's coming up. Alright. Power stabilized. Set takeoff thrust. N1, Toga. About a hold.
V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Ooh, wow. 19 knot crosswind.
400.
N1, VNAV speed. That was a 19 knot crosswind. I don't remember seeing that in the ATIS. Checks, flaps up. Autopilot. Had to take off. Kingston thing sucks. We can do better than that. We got the fuel for it, right? Yeah. Let's push him up a little bit. Get that a little faster. Look at that, SoCal approach is coming on. Yeah, we got tower 2. Awesome. 128.5. Altimeter standard. Our piston check at 190. Cross check. Always forget to do this. Check out everybody back there, make sure everybody's okay. Everybody good? Alright, good. Two 6-0, 10,000 to go. 360, 6,000 to go. Oh, the ATC just went off at LAX. What the heck? Come on, man. They just showed up. Alright, well, we'll just have to deal with the cluster trying to get in here then. Man, bummer. Maybe they'll come back. Thousand to go.
1,000 to go.
Oh, good. Thanks, Pluto. So for this stream, we're just going to land here at LAX, and then we're going to pick up and respawn in at Shenzhen, China in the MD-11. And I'm going to take off from there, get the aircraft moving towards Anchorage, and then I'm going to sign off. I'm not going to subject you guys to 7 hours of crossing the Pacific Ocean, but we're gonna get this flight done first. I'm trying to get back to my crew base, which is LAX, or Southwest anyway. My crew leveling off at 360. Nice smooth sailing up here. Let's take off the fast seatbelt signs. Top of descent, 237 miles, in about 30 minutes. So, a little while ago, we had LAX, we had SoCal approach and tower on, and now everything just disappeared. This is a really weird evening on the West Coast. There's no ATC on a Saturday night. That's abnormal. I'm kind of hoping somebody hops on here, because what makes no sense to me is that the entire eastern seaboard at midnight is lit up like a Christmas tree, right? You never see Boston Center on, but yet they're on at midnight 30, right? What the heck is that? So the whole eastern seaboard's got ATC from Florida up to Boston Center, and the West Coast 3 hours behind has got nothing. That doesn't make any sense. Very abnormal. Who wants to do ATC at midnight? I don't know. I know. Well, why you? Hey, you do Boston stuff, Pluto. Why? Like, why is this so lit up on the East Coast tonight? There's no events or anything that I'm aware of. I never see this. You even got Boston Approach on. I never see Boston Approach on. Like, what gives? What, Potomac Approach at midnight? Like, what? It just seems abnormal. And they have Memphis Center on too. They're all East Coast time. It's 3 hours. It seems odd. And yet we have nothing on the West Coast. That's a strange one to me. mean, I'm happy for everybody that gets to experience Boston air traffic control because it's so seldom that they're on, but it just seems weird that they're up so late. I guess so, man. I like to go to bed. I'm not gonna be staying up too late doing this stuff tonight. Once I get the MD-11 cruising, I'm going to bed. Yeah, that is a little weird, isn't it? I always look at that. Here. Why would New York Center not take all of New York? I don't quite understand that. Man, look at Newark. What the heck? I never seen Newark like this. That even ended hours ago, right? I'm happy to hear that too. I don't care for Newark Airport. I like JFK, and I'm a pretty big United Airlines guy. I fly everywhere I possibly can with United because I have the Sky Miles and I use their credit card and I get all kinds of bennies from it. So I picked United about a year ago as my domestic airline of choice. So the more places they go that I go, is the better. Company traffic out there. Southwest company traffic, Southwest 3416 heading into Phoenix from LAX. What was this? My crew looking good here. 125 miles to top. 16 minutes. We head down. Oh, man. So you like the A350? I know when it was released, it was beat up pretty bad. A lot of people were talking trash about it. I'm assuming it got better, but I remember there was a lot of funny memes and screenshots of people doing they call it the innie spiral, the innie depth spiral, and they were all A350s where they would just spiral into the ground. Multiple people, like there was some serious problems with that aircraft. I don't know if they fixed it or not. I don't have Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I don't know. But it does sound like the A350 was plagued with problems for a while. Hey Nicholas, welcome aboard. Alright, it's not study level. Okay. I thought it would be, but maybe not. Vince, welcome aboard. Just cruising over to LAX here. We got about 11 minutes or so before we start down. I'll start briefing the arrival here in about a minute or two. And then as soon as we land at LAX and secure the aircraft, we're going to respawn in at Shenzhen, China in the MD-11. Get that thing in the air and get it headed to Anchorage. Don't worry, I won't make you sit there for 9 hours while I cruise. Well, come on, hop in, man. You late? Hang in here, guys. I'll give you a real good landing at LAX. Check it out. For those of you not familiar, the 737 NG has a HUD, which makes it even better. You just sit tight. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start doing this now. We're gonna go ahead and calculate our landing performance and all that stuff. So about 6,000 pounds of landing fuel LAX. Let's bring 8 cars over here and calculate landing performance. Okay. The wind is 220 at 8. Altimeter 29er. Runway 24 right. VRAF flaps 30. Flaps 30 is 130. So 135 approach speed. We'll use auto brakes 2. That should give us plenty of stopping distance. So let's go ahead and put those numbers in right now. So auto brakes 2. And then we're going to go flaps 30, 130. Okay. And we should have 1,206 feet of remaining distance with that setting. We're on the Hollywood 1 RNAV arrival. So we've already actually transitioned onto that now from Eastwood. Next crossing restriction is going to be Hollywood at or below flight level 320. Bruin between 24 and 3 at 280 knots. Avatar between 19 and 24. Day, I guess that's Andrew Day-Lewis, right? At or above 17,000. What up above 15. Neil above 14. And Seaview, this is not applicable to us because we're landing on 24 right, so we're not going to cross it at this. Alright, let's make sure those are in the FMC. Okay, Bruin, Avatar, Day, Seaview, 270 between 12 and 14, okay? And then these are all of the fixes to get us down on the ILS. So, we're on the ILS runway 24 right approach, and this is from the Seaview transition. So at Skoal, we need to be at 10,000 feet, and we're going to fly this as a continuous descent all the way down to Kobe, which is the final approach fix for runway 24 right. At Kobe, we're going to pick up a 3-degree glide path down to the runway threshold, which is at 123 feet. RVR is 1/2 mile visibility or 1,800 feet. Decision altitude is 322. MSA from our direction of flight is 2,700 feet. And in the event of a missed approach or go around, we're going to climb 2,000 feet on heading 251 outbound the LAX radial 260 to RAPS intersection, which is 15 DME from LAX and hold. So I'll go ahead and put in 113.6 and 260 on VOR2. 11360 and 260. ILS frequency is already tuned. 108.5, approach course 251. Alright, decision altitude again is 322, Barrow. Alright, and minimum descent altitude is 2,700 feet. Landing altitude is 100 feet. Seatbelt signs, let's go ahead and get those on. Oh, cool. We're all briefed up. Hey Pluto, nice talking to you, man. Take care. Head down 4 minutes. Okay, about 2 minutes and we'll head down. Alright, let's reset altitude. Take it down to MSA. I've been trying to get on board with this 737-300 you guys are flying, the IEXG. I've watched a few streams of it and it just looks really rough. Like it feels like it's really dated. I just can't get over it. You know, I'm kind of spoiled by this thing, which is freeware. I just can't justify spending money on something that's older and less capable than a freeware aircraft. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Oh, okay. So I'm not missing much is what you're saying. Yeah, see, I love my FMC and I like it to be functional. Oh. FMC speed, VNAV path. Osvaldo's lagging a little bit here. I'm gonna help it out. Oh man, you guys, 7-4 and Samantha, you guys are just killing it for me, man. It's just not, I can't spend the money on that. You know, after getting burned on the 7.5 and 7.6 with Flight Factor, now, I'm just not gonna spend any more money on anything that's not this quality or better. And that's pretty sad that a freeware release is setting the standard for what a payware should be. All right, VNAV speed retard. I know exactly where I'm at, guys. This is my this is Southern California at its best. So that's Ontario Airport there, and then KSBD, which is Norton Air Force Base, should be directly below us somewhere. All right, that's Redlands Airport. When I was doing private pilot training many years ago, I would fly to this airport a lot because it was sheltered from the wind. And then that is Norton Air Force Base, or now known as San Bernardino International Airport. CAL FIRE uses this air base a lot during the summer. And then Ontario is there. And then I live over here. If you look out your window here, I live somewhere in this area over here. Like if I show you on the map, if I go to airport, you'll see K Hemet. Hemet's right over here. There it is. Hemet Ryan. That's where I did my first 3 solo landings at uncontrolled airport. And then my house is a little bit over here by the pillar. My house is over here somewhere. And then March Air Force Base is over here. That's where I work. So yeah, we're in downtown Shane's hometown area here. We're flying through. This is why I'm a SoCal-based pilot. I love my Southern California basin. Or, as we call this, the Inland Empire. Hey, 280? And if I'm reading this correctly, we are way high. Whoa! We should be at or below 17,000. What the heck? How are we this high? Okay, am I misreading my charts here? We should be at or below 17,000, and we're at 24,000. How the heck did we get that far off? I was too busy looking around out the window, not watching my chart. Alright, so we should be... it says at or above 17,000. Okay, alright, did I say at or below? I meant at or above. So we're okay. It's just... we could be a little bit better. So I'm going to use some speed brake to get us a little bit closer to profile, even though we're not technically wrong. It's just... that's a lot of energy to bleed off before we get to LAX here. That's what I'm saying. Yep, I got it in the flight detent right now. Like, there's Ontario. This is a payware airport if you haven't been able to tell. Because I used to fly out of Ontario hub for UPS, so I wanted a nicer, scenery for the airport, and now it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb against the rest of the less than stellar X-Plane 12 scenery. That's okay. Oh, hey guys, check it out. This is where I work. This is March Air Force Base. And over here is where my aircraft are, the KC-135s. C-17s are down there, and then Prime and the fly-by-night tanker guys, the Metrea guys, operate over here. But yeah, this is March Air Force Base. This is where I work. Real quick, weather at LAX 29er. Broken at 1300 too. Alright. Standard. Yeah, over to 2909. Cross check at 17. And I'm gonna go and pull speed brakes out. I think we're more or less back on profile here. And cross-check 17. Okay, approach checklist complete. See you later, work. See you tomorrow, I guess. Yep, and that's the 215 freeway that I drive to work on every day right here. Oh, it's not. Thank you, Samantha, but it's not that great. If you knew what I did every day, you'd be pretty bored. with it. Okay, we are totally back on profile now. So C view below 12, below 14, above 12, and we're gonna make that. And then this is the ILS approach right here. Let's go ahead and tune in. LAX CTAF. Okay, decel 270. Okay, decel. I'm gonna put some speed brake in here, or we're gonna blow through 250 like pretty hard. Yeah, I think we got it now. Okay, got 35 miles to LAX. Tell you what I'm gonna do, because I'm afraid if I go VR localizer, we're gonna actually start tracking this radial out of LAX, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put LAX on standby for now. I want to pick up the ILS, not the VOR. A240. LAX out there in the distance. Okay, picking up DME to the localizer. IOSS. IOSS. Yep. Alright, we got DME. 29 miles out. FMC speed. Alright, decel. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go speed intervene, and let's take the speed down to 170. FMC speed, nope, 170. So speed brakes to help speed it slow us up. Just wait for the localizer to come alive here. Okay, one last weather check. 13 minutes ago. 3001 on the altimeter. Wind 2405 right down the runway. Scattered at 1400. Yep, I can see that. We got a cloud layer right there. Flaps 1. Alright, glide slope, localizer capture, MCP, airspeed. Flaps 5. Speed 160. Los Angeles traffic southwest 1540 on the ILS 24 right approach. Trying to get this thing slowed down here. Alright, speed brakes your track, gear down, flaps 15. Speed 135. Flaps 30. Landing checklist, landing gear down, 4 green. Squirrel handle, armed, auto brakes 2, flaps 30, altimeters 3001, landing clearance. We're holding on that. Alright, let's set missed approach, altitude 2,000 feet. Once we bust through this cloud layer, I'll turn the autopilot off.
2,500.
bumpy in here. Whoa. Wow. Los Angeles traffic, Southwest 1540 on final, 24 right. Right. Visual. So the wind is indicating 330 at 10, which is a 10 knot crosswind from the right. The wind should be 240 at 5. That's gonna make it a little interesting here. Yeah, that wind is all over the place. It's gonna keep shifting all the way till we're down.
Approaching 24 right.
Alright, so we're landing with an 11 knot crosswind, but it should be all right off the nose, so that's why we got this crab angle in. Watch that wind on the nav display. It's moving a lot.
Plus 100. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Wow. It would be nice if X-Plane 12 could give me constant wind and not shifting constantly all the way down to when I land. Oh well.
Los Angeles traffic, United 64, 42 heavy. ILS runway 25 left. Los Angeles.
I think there's nothing on 25. Los Angeles traffic, Southwest 1540
Approaching
clear
6
of
right.
24 right, crossing 24 left, taxi gate. The Echo.
traffic, United 64, 42 heavy, 5 miles for the runway 25 left, Los Angeles.
Alright, well there we are. Love Car said that was only 189 feet per minute, so I'll go with that. So this is LAX, and I'll actually be here for real. In about 4 days, I'm flying out of here to go to London to go see someone. So I'll be back to here at LAX in 4 days. Now, let's go ahead and shift focus. Now we're going to head over to Shenzhen, China. Check this out. Let's go over here. Actually, what we're going to do... Main menu.
Los Angeles traffic, United 6442, clear of runway 15 left, holding short runway 15 right.
25.
Juliet, Los Angeles.
GGSC. How about their work? And let's start a new flight. Now we got a lot of flight planning to do. Right, new flight. ZGSC. Oh, I'm sorry, UPS. And then we get the flight number from the website. UPS 280. What is going on here? Interesting. We have trees growing on the ramp. Okay. Just pretend you didn't see that. Okay, let's finish flight planning here real quick. UPS 280 from ZGSZ to PANC in the MD-11. All right. That should be a nice fun flight. Let's generate it. Cool. I'll download this flight plan because I don't want to put that in manually. It should be for rotate MD-11. And then I got to remember where to put that file. Let's see here. I think it goes in user data, saved routes. Okay, cool. And that'll help us with the setup quite a bit. Cool. So let's go ahead and run this checklist. Parking brake released, gear handle down, and
Autopilot. Engine 1, fire. Engine 2, fire. Engine 3, fire. Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
alright. Windshield defog, go lights. Yep. Standby ADI. Oh, I need to reconfigure my throttles. Ugh. Because I got 3 engines now. Let me do that real quick.
Stabilizer.
Alright, let's try it out. So we got reverse levers work, and then throttle 1.
Stabilizer. Brakes. Full lap. Stabilizer. Stabilizer. Full lap.
Cool. Takeoff warning is set. EIS panel. Okay. Weight and balance. Ooh. Okay. Let's go ahead and reload this flight plan. Wow. Woo! 4,400 miles, guys. That's gonna be a fun one. Honestly, this departure kind of looks like it would work. I think the CXD, that one looks good. Let's load that one up. Nope, actually I take that back. It doesn't look so good. Because we want to hit the NLG VOR. Let's see, there's another departure that looks like it might work. Oh, right here. Whatever this thing is. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. The C1XD Sierra. Cool. Weight and balance. So for the flight plan here, tonight we're gonna have 151.6 on the payload. Block fuel is going to be 222.4. Taxi fuel. It's going to be 2,000 pounds, and the trip fuel is going to be 196. Let's just run up 197. That puts us a little bit over max takeoff weight. Oh, duh. Okay. I'm missing a zero there. Okay. Weight and balance is set. Alright. IRSs, let's go ahead and align those. Initialize. And let's go ahead and go. Co-route will be ZGSZ PANC. Cool. And that loaded that up. Alternate is going to be PAEN. PAEN. Flight number UPS 280. Cost index 200. Oh yeah. Max power. Cruise altitude 290. 310. 330. 350. Okay, flight plan looks good. So from ZGSZ, we're going to use runway 16. And we're going to be on the C1 Alpha. It's a C1XD right here. Perfect. Alright, and then over to look at all these waypoints. Golly, we would have had to put these in by hand, guys. Golly. Okay, come on now. So, okay, here we go. So for the star, and this could change. I mean, obviously we've got 8 hours to go here. But at this moment, I'm going to go ahead and kind of pre-plan it out for what's being mentioned here. The ILS 7 left is currently in use, so let's go ahead and plan for that approach. That'll work. And then from Hammond, it's going to be the Neil 7 Hammond transition. And then we're gonna look for the ILS 7 left from Inc. Insert. Let's check it. Oh yeah, baby, that's hot. Flight plan is checked and set. Let's go over to takeoff. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and run some numbers now. Okay, flaps 22, temperature 35. Nope. Flaps 22. Our takeoff weight is correct. Alright. Flex 35. So we're gonna go flex 35. Flaps 22. Outside air temperature 32 Celsius. And the slope is 0. The wind component is 2 knot headwind. So let's go 0 minus 2. Alright. FMC IRS checked and set. Final cockpit preparation checklist. Fuel is up. FMC is set. Flap takeoff selector. Flaps 22. FCP airspeed is going to be 287. FCP heading. We'll get that off the chart. It's going to be the C. Okay, where is it? C1 1XD. Alright, here we go. Instructions here. 4.5 degree climb gradient at 600 feet, immediate right turn, direct to NLG. And then as depicted. I mean, there's really not much to it. Transition altitude is 9,000 feet. Alright, so as soon as we hit 600 feet, we need to start yanking this thing to the right. And transition altitude is 9,000 feet. Okay. FCP altitude, we're going to set for 290. Altimeters. Okay, weather at Shenzhen. 080 at 4 meters per second. Broken at 5,000 feet. 3222, altimeter 1009. And on standby 1009. Auto brakes. Take off. Huh? I'll come back to that. Radios. Set for takeoff. IFR clearance. I'm not gonna get that. UPS 280 MD-11. Oh, I guess I didn't follow my flight plan. Let me do that real quick. There it is. Oh, hey Dan, are you referring to importing the flight plan? Let me know what you're referring to, Dan. You're talking about importing the flight plan and getting the co-route to go in here? Clarify what you mean, and I'll be happy to help you with that. Transponder. Taxi takeout departure brief. And I think I know what you mean, but confirm what you're asking me and I'll show you. Alright, crew. We're at Shenzhen Airport. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to push to the tail facing south. Cross runway 15 at Alpha 12. Oh man, that's a hell of a taxi. Holy crap. Why are we using 1.5? 1.6? What happens if I just use 1.5? Okay, well let's find another departure that works for that. Alright, the Tom... This one, the C1WD. C1WD. Let's reconfigure real quick. All right. We're gonna use 1.5 because 1.6 is no good. CW1D. All right, let's recheck our flight plan now. Okay. And then let's double check our takeoff performance. I don't believe that's going to change, but let's rerun the numbers with 1.5 as opposed to 1.6. Oh, wow. Okay. That changes it a lot. Full thrust. Max thrust. Alright, so no flex. Okay, this is going to be a max power takeoff. Now that'll be fun. Okay, before start pushback checklist, status page. APU starting up. Doors and windows are closed. Oxide hydraulic pump 1 is on. Parking brake is set. Wait on APU power. Let me get these flaps up.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
APU power available. APU power on. External power
Okay,
is off.
all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Chocks and ground power unit are pulled. Beacon light is on. APU bleed is on. Engine ignition, ignition A. Smart cars. Don't have it up. Alright. Push to start.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
Actually, no. I think we can push to here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Okay, crew. I think we're ready to go. Parking brake is released.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Okay, let's start engine 3. Fuel on. Okay, good start on 3, starting 1. Fuel on. Okay, good start on 1, starting 2. Oh yeah, 4,400 miles, man. I mean, look at this monstrosity. Woo! Nice flight over Japan, too. Alright, fuel. Oh, nope, fuel on. Ah, dang it. Ah. It's dark in here, sorry. Alright, good start.
Just
on
about
3.
done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Alright, taxi checklist. Flaps 22. Orla handle. Armed. Dap trim. 6.7. Aircraft nose up. Yikes. No. I'll log off of Batson when I go to bed. Or else I'll get in trouble. I've been busted before. I got nasty grams and emails from Batson saying that I was a bad boy. So I'll log off after that, and I'll log back in for the landing. Taxi takeoff data. So V1 is 161, rotate 175, V2 185, flap track 191. I said 181. Sorry, not 180. No, not 185. Slat retract 254, and clean climb speed is 287. Taxi
And we're
takeoff, departure
disconnected.
brief.
Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Thank you. Here's your here's your brief. We're gonna taxi down, make a left turn at Alpha 12 onto Alpha and take Alpha all the way down to runway 15 full length at Alpha 1. Shenzhen traffic good afternoon. UPS 280 heavy. Taxi to runway 15 via Alpha 12 Alpha 1. Shenzhen. The Chinese guy's like, what is that guy saying? Alright, transponder. TARA. Nose light. Sure, we'll turn it on. Status page. Config. Taxi clearance is good. I'm ready. Alright, crew, let's go. Okay, left turn here on Alpha 12. Yeah, it's going to be very heavy and very sluggish. The MD-11 is really great when it's light, and it's not when it's not. Okay, right turn coming up. It's a big difference in performance from when it's empty to when it's lighter to when it's heavy. It's going to take us quite a while to climb. Alright, flight control check. Ailerons left. Ailerons right. Elevator up. Elevator down. Go to left. Right or right. Noticeable steering, brakes, and flight controls are checked. Status page. Okay, well, it depends. So it depends heavily on how much cargo you're taking. I have 151,000 pounds of cargo on board. And it's not fuel capacity, it's limiting me, it's my takeoff weight. So I'm currently at about a takeoff weight of 625,000 pounds. Max takeoff weight is 630.5. I can get 4,400 miles out of this plus reasonable reserves. If this aircraft was completely empty and ferrying it, I could get 7,000 miles out of it easily. But because we have a lot of cargo on board, it's takeoff weight limited. So typically about an 8 to 9 hour flight with a decent cargo load is about what you're going to get maximum out of an MD-11. About a 9 hour flight. So Anchorage to, let me give you like an idea, like Honolulu to Sydney, Sydney to Sydney to Hong Kong to Anchorage. Those are flight segments that are within the range of the MD-11 with a decent cargo load. Oh, I guess our China friend over there is taxiing, and he didn't want to make any announcements on the Unicom frequency. That's cool, bro. I'm gonna let him go first because I don't want to lose any social credits. I'll let him go first. He'll probably be able to get up quicker than we are anyway. You can take off first. I'll hold short for you. Yep, cool. I guess he understood me. Alright, before takeoff checklist, EAD. Green box, nav and profile, armed, auto flight, armed exterior lights, on, radar switch, on. I didn't get to fly on an MD-11, but I flew on a DC-10 and an L-1011 TriStar to and from Iraq back in 2004. That was kind of fun. The TriStar was really cool. The DC-10 was really horrible. Position to hold, or line up and wait.
Approaching 1-5. On runway 15.
Alright, crew. We're clear for takeoff. This is going to be a very anemic takeoff with a very abysmal climb rate, so don't expect any crazy good performance. Ain't going to be that. Alright, here we go. Power's coming up. I'm on the brakes. We'll be a static takeoff. I'm not letting go till we almost got takeoff thrust set because I want to make sure we get max performance out of this. Alright. Okay, stabilize, set takeoff thrust. Alright, brakes released. Thrust set. Airspeed's live. Continue. Takeoff clamp. Deal with that later. Continue. Oh my god, let's go.
B1. Rotate.
Positive rate.
You're up.
Stabilizer motion.
A little bit out of trim. Very bumpy on takeoff here. That takeoff trim setting was not very good. Yeah, I need a little more juice. Alright, 215 thrust. Alright, speed checks, flaps to track. Okay, 275 pitch. Speed check, slots your track.
Stabilizer motion.
.287 pitch. Alright, let's go back to climb thrust.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, autopilot coming on. Have to take off. Landing gear up, lights out, spoiler handle, disarmed, auto brakes off, flaps to slats up, retract, lap takeoff selector, flaps 15. EAD is checked, no alerts, exterior lights, altimeters. We can go ahead and do standard. Up. We're up. Big 50 pitch. weather out there. Oh man, we're like threading the needle between these cells here. Yeah, very spicy, and we're just barely nipping the edge of it. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Wow, this is some really interesting weather we got today. 1,000 to go. Alright crew, we're leveled up at 290. We got a long way to go. So wow, it's a lot of couple step climbs in there. We'll go ahead and set this to 350 and it will step climb automatically as we get to those things. I'm going to go ahead and rotate out now with the relief captain and get some rest. I will be back online in about 8 hours or so to land this thing in Anchorage. So thanks for all you guys who stuck around on this stream. I know it's kind of a bit much, did a 737 on an MD-11, but we're on our way. Catch you guys in the next one.